some very exciting news with you all. So dear students, the result of NSEs have been declared. Apart from the NSE exam, we know the results of the NSEP exam, the NSEC, the NSEB and the NSEJS. And I'm here to share with you how Vedantu has performed, how Eclair team has performed, and I'm very happy to tell you that we have some fabulous results this year. All right, so without wasting any time, let me start telling you about the result. Okay, before I start speaking about the result, I think it's imperative that we first ask ourselves that what exactly is NSE. All right, for those of you who may not be knowing that what these exams are. So students, the NSE stands for National Standard Examination, and then NSEP will mean National Standard Examination in Physics, National Standard Examination in Chemistry, that would be NSEC. National Standard Examination in Astronomy, that would be NSEA. National Standard Examination in Junior Science, that would be JS, NSEJS. All right, so these exams, they are the first step of the Olympiad journey. Like if you want to win an international Olympiad medal, then cracking NSE would be your first step, and cracking an NSE exam is a big deal. All right, because from across India, about 300 to 400 students are selected every year. So to be able to be among these 300 to 400 students is a very, very big deal. Usually students who do get selected to these exams are the students who end up getting top ranks in JEE and NEET examinations. So it is like a precursor of the success that a student is going to have. The students who do well here, they gain the confidence, they gain the exposure, and more importantly, to crack these exams, the kind of preparation that they do, it helps them in cracking the JEE and the NEET exams later on. All right, so very prestigious examination. Any students who has cleared these examinations, when they mention it in their CV, the CV definitely becomes more worthy of getting selected in different things. So I'll tell you about what kind of results we have this year. So in NSEJS, all right, NSEJS is the exam that happens for grade 8 and grade 9 students. In this, we have 33 selections out of a total of about 300 students who have been selected from India. From the entire of India, about 300 students got selected, out of which 33 are from Vedantu alone. All right, now when it comes to NSEP, the physics, here we have 8 selections. 8 Vedantu students have been selected in NSEP. In biology, 5 Vedantu students have been selected, and in chemistry, 2 Vedantu students have been selected. So that is an astronomy exam. Astronomy results have not been declared yet. All right. So this is the result of Vedantu, which is an astonishingly good result. If you will try to compare this result with any of the other institutes, you will discover that generally, many of the institutes, they don't have any selection in NSE. And if they do have, it's usually in one subject or the other, but not in all the subjects. All right. And not to this extent. Okay, now that was about the result, but let's see the faces, let's see the people, let's see the students, and let's also talk about their journey, like what they have been doing and how they have been able to achieve this success. So let me start with physics. Okay, so in physics, a total of 8 students were selected, and you see the 8 names here. Okay, so Riddhesh, he's from RM 2326 batch. That's a 11th grader. So I'll also tell you about the RM batch because all these students belong to RM batch. All right. So RM batch is a 3-year course that starts from grade 10 and it ends after the student has written the JEE or the NEET examination. So it's a 3-year course. The first number here indicates the year of admission, or you can say the year in which the student was in grade 10. The last number indicates the year in which the student would be writing the exam, the JEE exam or the NEET exam. All right. So Riddhesh is a student of RM 2326 batch. So he's currently in 11th grade. And he would be writing the JEE exam in the year 2026. Okay, Ketan is a 12th grader because he is a student of 2225 batch. So he would be writing JEE exam in the year 2025. That is the upcoming exam of JEE he would be writing. Navonil is again a 11th grader. Pranjal is again a 11th grader. Rohan a 12th grader. Apurv a 10th grader. He is in 2427 batch. So he is a 10th grader. Okay. And then we have Adarsh, who is the 11th grader, and Daksh. I'm pretty sure that those of you who keep keen eyes on the Olympiads, you would have heard Daksh's name because this year itself, he brought the international gold medal in astronomy and astrophysics Olympiad. All right, he was the only one from India to win the gold medal. The Indian contingent comprised of 5 people. He was the only one to win the gold. The other students won the silver medals, but he won the gold medal. All right, so these are our, the physics soldiers. They have cleared the NSEP exam, and now they would be writing the next stage, which is the INO, which is like the INPHO exam, the Indian National Physics Olympiad. They would be writing in the first week of February. Now, when it comes to chemistry, again, you see the name of Daksh. So he has not only cleared the physics exam, he has also cleared the chemistry exam. And apart from this, it's Vedant. I'm pretty sure that you have heard the name Vedans Sakre before, because he was the one who won international gold medal in biology Olympiad this year. All right, like the 2024 version. The next year when this exam happens, the 2025 version it would be. So he was the one who won the international gold medal. And again, from India, only one student won the gold medal, and he was the one. The other students from India, they won the silver medals, but he won the gold medal. And is it a coincidence that the 2 gold medalists from India, the only 2 gold medalists from India, they are preparing with Vedantu in the RM batch? Is that a coincidence? Well, I don't think so. I think there is a method to what we do in this batch, and that leads to this kind of success. Now, let's talk about the NSEB exam, the biology exam. So again, you see the name of Vedant, and that's actually quite expected, don't you see? Because he won the biology Olympiad last year. He won the gold medal in the biology Olympiad last year, and he's in fact auto-qualified. He would be writing the next stage of the exam because he got auto-qualified owing to his gold medal. Okay, then Yashvardhan, he is again from RM batch. He is a classmate of Vedant, Daksh, Ketan. They are all classmates. All right, they are all classmates. Vedant, Daksh, Ketan, and Yashvardhan. All right, this Rishikesh, he is from Sankalp NEET batch. All right, and he got selected in NSEB. We have Souvik from the Sankalp NEET batch. We have Agamnoor Kaur. She is from Patiala offline center of Vedantu. All right, so we are not performing well only in the online space, but we are doing it in the offline space too. All right, so many congratulations to all these students. All right, and now if I come to the NSE JS exam, of course, I cannot put all the 33 photographs on the screen, so I'll show you some. We have Aditya Prasad. He is from Abhimanyu batch. Asmi, again Abhimanyu batch. Abhida Paul, Abhimanyu batch. Anubrata, Abhimanyu batch. Sparsh, Abhimanyu batch. So guys, all these students are from Abhimanyu batch. What is Abhimanyu batch? So as the RM batch is the the pinnacle of the batches, the topper batches at Vedantu, for grade 10, 11 and 12. In a similar manner, Abhimanyu batch is the pinnacle for grade 8 and grade 9 batches. Like the most talented students of grade 8, grade 9, they become part of the Abhimanyu batch, and these are the students. The Abhimanyu batch then graduates into the RM batch. All right, so students who were part of Abhimanyu this year, like these students, now they will become the RM batch of next year, the RM 25-28 batch, the one that will commence next year. These students are going to become the part of that batch. All right, so elite batch, elite students, you can say. And let me also tell you that the RM batch comprises of only about 12 to 15 students. No, very low strength batch, so that our teachers can actually dedicate themselves on the development of the student. And I'll also tell you that what kind of dedication I'm talking about and what kind of development I'm talking about. I'll highlight that, and to highlight that, let me talk about the supremacy of Vedantu results. So guys, till now I've been talking about the selections, like who got selected. Okay, but selection means just crossing the line. All right, that you got selected. Like if I talk in terms of the JEE examination, the JEE advanced examination, even a AIR 1 gets selected, even someone who is scoring an AIR 10,000, they both get selected. So if I only talk about selection, that it doesn't do justice to the kind of preparation that an AIR 1 and an AIR 10,000 would have done. It doesn't even does justice to see the kind of the achievement that they have done. So let's not only talk about selection, let's talk about the manner of selection, guys. So these are the students, like most of the students who got selected from Vedantu, they scored above the merit index. Now, merit index is a number that basically tells that if any student, like if I talk subjectively, then merit index is a number that tells that if a student is scoring more than merit index, then he is among the best talents of the country. That was a subjective description. Now, if I give you the proper quantitative description of what merit index is, so when the students write the exam, the top 10 students in any exam, for example, let's say I'm talking about the physics, NSEP. So the top 10 students in physics, the average of those 10 students will be taken, and 80% of that average value will become the merit index in physics. Any student scoring above the merit index is, considered a damn good student. And not only that, it's not only about, the perception. Any student who scores above MI is selected, even if, if the number of seats falls short. The number of seats in these examinations, they are state based. So from a state, let's say if the number of students who are crossing MI becomes more than the number of seats from that state, then the seat quota of that state will be increased, new seats will be added, so that everyone who is above MI can be accommodated to write the next stage. So we had 8 selections in physics. Out of those 8, 5 are above MI. And that's again not the complete story. All right, I'll come to that. In NSEC, we had 2 selections. Both of them are above MI. Okay, not a coincidence, guys. All of them are from RM batch, not a coincidence. NSEA. Now, guys, the results of NSEA have not been declared, but the MI, the merit index of NSEA has been declared, and the students' marks are already declared. So we know these students' marks, we know the MI in NSEA, and these students' marks are more than the MI in NSEA. So even though the results are not declared, we are very sure that these students are going to get selected, and you will see this list growing. When the results get declared, there will be other students from Vedantu who have written the astronomy exam, who may not have scored more than the MI, but they have definitely scored enough to get over the line, to get selected. So we will show you the complete list once the astronomy results are declared. In NSTB, again, we have these students who have scored more than MI. Here, there are 2 notable, names. Vedant, he is, auto-qualified because of the gold medal he won last year. And similarly, Daksh is auto-qualified in NSEA because of the gold medal he won last year. So, as you can see that these many students are above the MI. What is MI? It is the 80% of the average of top 10 students. Is that all? Is that the supremacy I was talking about? That's not all, guys. That's one thing. Now let me tell you another great thing. Riddhesh, he is amongst the top 10 in India, which basically means that his marks are more than the average of top 10 in India, which basically means that he is among the top 10 in India. Okay, and not only in physics, but also in astronomy. So there are 2 exams in which he has scored more. He's among the top 10 in India in physics and in astronomy. All right. Now that is again not all. Let me tell you further about Riddhesh. So Riddhesh started his preparation journey with the NSCGS exam when he was in 9th grade. When he wrote the NSCGS exam, he was not able to clear that exam that year. Okay. Which means that when he was in 9, at least 300 students were above him, were ahead of him. 300 students of, 300 students across India. At least, there may be more because he wasn't selected. So at least 300 students were better than him at that point in time. All right. We saw potential in him and we admitted him to the RM batch, even though we admit only those students who clear the NSCGS exam. But we took an exception with Riddhesh because we saw the potential in him. All right. Now, unlike many of his friends who chose to prepare with other institutes, many quota-based institutes, he chose to prepare with us. All right. And maybe that's because many of the quota-based institutes, probably they run after the students who get selected. But we run after the motivated ones and the more dedicated ones. So he started preparing with us. And now the result is that he is among the top 10 in India, and not only in one subject, but in 2 subjects. Coincidence? I don't think so. There is a method, there is a process in the RM batch that transforms the student into the toppers. It's not a coincidence that we are bringing gold medals. We are the only ones in India who are bringing gold medals in international Olympiads, and they are all part of the same group, the RM group. Okay, that's it. Daksh will be writing 4 Indian national Olympiads this year. He will be writing physics, chemistry, astronomy, and mathematics. Again, not a small feat, guys. Definitely not a small feat. So you can imagine that he is already amongst the best in India in physics, in chemistry, and in mathematics too. Okay, let alone astronomy. He has already scored a gold in astronomy, so what to talk about that? You can expect what kind of performance he is going to give in the JEE exam. All right. So you are going to hear his name a lot in the next 6 months. All right. And you are going to hear his name not only for the same achievement, but for multiple different achievement that he is going to have. Okay, then Pranjal Jha, he's current 11th grader. Again, he is among the top 10 in India in NSEA. All right, so as I said, guys, it's not only about getting over the line, it's the manner in which it has been done. All right, their preparation left us with no doubt that these are students are going to perform very well in the examinations. You know, तैयारी ऐसी होनी चाहिए कि हमारी सफलता निर्विवाद हो. ठीक है, that's what these students have done. That's what the teachers of these students have done. All right. On that note, guys, I would like to tell you about, how you guys can get associated with us. All right. So I'm pretty sure that anyone who's watching this video, if you are a grade 10 student, grade 11 student, grade 12 students, you would want to know that how we can help you achieve similar kind of results. So for that, guys, I have important thing to tell you. All the students who are currently in grade 12 and who are JEE aspirant, Vedantu is giving you a free JEE main test series, and when I say free, I actually mean it. Not a single penny would be asked to you to join this test series, and you don't have to do any complicated stuff. You don't have to fill any form. You don't have to apply anywhere. You don't have to do anything significant to join this test series. Just scan this QR code that will lead to you to a Telegram channel, and in that Telegram channel, every alternate day right now, we are posting the link of a test along with the entire schedule of the test series. You can simply click on the link and you can begin the test. And then later in the day, we post a link of the video solution of the same test. So all your needs regarding JEE main test series will be fulfilled by Vedantu, and this will continue till January 23. Right now, we are giving you tests on alternate days, but from 7th January onward, you will get a test on a daily basis. Not only that, as part of that test series, we will have 3 Eklavya scholarship tests. So those of you who have one eye on the JEE advanced examination also, all right, who are aware that as soon as their JEE main exam is done, they need to shift their focus to JEE advanced examination. When you write tests in these test series, you automatically write the Eklavya entrance and the scholarship test, and therefore you become eligible to join the Eklavya program also. Now, if you're talking about JEE advanced, Eklavya is something that you must have heard about. If not, then you are actually a bit ignorant. You need to inquire about what Eklavya program is and what kind of success it has already achieved in the past 6 years. Okay, so very simple, guys. Scan the QR code, join the Telegram channel, be there, and all your requirements regarding the JEE main test series will be met. Let me also tell you that the same test series will be written by Vedant as well as Daksh. Wait, was really Vedant? But he was the biology student. Well, he is not only the biology student, he also preparing for JEE. He will be writing NEET, he will be writing JEE as well, and both of these students, they are already gold medalists, so you will get a chance to compete with the really the best. In fact, all the students, not only them, I'm talking about them because they've already won the gold medals, but the other students, the other names that you saw, all the 12 graders that we have, all right, in the RM batch, they would be writing the same tests, so you will get a chance to compete with them. All right, I think that's a fabulous opportunity. Now, if you are in 11th grade, don't get disheartened, guys. Scan this QR code. It will lead to a different Telegram channel. The previous one was different. It will lead you to a Telegram channel which is for you guys, which is for the aspirants of 2026. Okay, and here I will post the link of 3 entrance tests that are going to happen on January 12, January 15, January 19. When you write these tests and if you clear these tests, then we will conduct an interview, and if you clear the interview, then we will select you to our Sankalp batch, that is the grade 12 topper batch, and that batch will become the first batch of Eklavya 2026. Okay, like the year in which you will be writing the JEE exam. So basically, many of the students have told that they want to join Eklavya earlier. So here is the opportunity. You can actually join Eklavya in grade 12 itself. You can study the entire grade 12 with Eklavya teachers, and then your batch will become the first Eklavya batch of 2026. Okay, so here is the opportunity, and the best part is that if you clear all the things, like if you clear the entrance test, if you clear the interview process also, then you would be admitted to the batch at very nominal fees, guys, very nominal fees, which will be somewhere around 15,000 to 20,000 in range the entire year. All right, no additional fees need to be paid, not even for Eklavya next year. All right. So once you get selected here, you are part of not only the 12th batch, but you also become part of the Eklavya 2026 batch, the worth of which would be, in excess of 20,000 rupees. So Again, great opportunity for all the 11th graders. All the 10th graders, you please scan this QR code and be present in a Telegram channel. I'm going to use that Telegram channel to conduct an entrance process after the board exams are over. In the month of March, April, I will do an entrance process, and I will admit you to grade 11th batch of Eklavya. That means the students, the Eklavya batch of 2027. Okay, you will become part of that. So you will not prepare, you will prepare the 11th and 12th with us, and then you will become the first batch of the Eklavya of your respective year. All right, and again, of course, there would be an entrance process, there would be a test, there would be interview. So I will be driving the entire process through this Telegram channel. So scan this QR code, join it, and keep it like that. Once your board exams are over, visit this channel, or maybe around the end of February, you can visit this channel and you can check about the updates. By then, I will post all the details that you need to know to participate in the entrance process. All right. On that note, I will end this session, guys. I hope that you got enthralled as how I am right now to see those results. I'm very happy with the performance of these students. I wish them all the luck, and I'm pretty sure that that would have given you some kind of motivation to do well in your respective lives also. All right. And of course, we as a unit, we are always there to help you, to assist you in realizing your dreams. So you'll see me again in some other session at this channel. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.